What's going on, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and today I'm gonna tell you a story, and I'm going to try and do this video without crying. No promises. This is a story about a coworker.
Yes, go ahead. I don't want to be a burden to my kids. When my husband died,
A coworker named Sarah.
To give him a proper funeral. I honestly don't know if there's enough to bury me, let alone cover expenses.
You know,
can you all relate to that? So let's talk about solutions.
Me and Sarah's friendship started on May 6th. On May 6th.
This is affordable coverage, which provides a cash payment.
On May. On when I got hired, which was May 16th of 2016. I think it was May 18th of 2016. I'm not sure. And she taught me to do lot. She trained me to do lot. She helped me on the sign, which was really, really nice, because now
just call this number and ask about a guaranteed whole life insurance policy, and the agent will help determine what's best for you. Make sure you call today. They'll take good care of you.
Now,
if you're between ages 45 and 85,
she got
$25,000 of coverage with a guaranteed whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha. No medical exam is required.
Whenever
within 24 hours. Call the number on your screen or visit us online.
Whenever I thought
you eat well and take the highest dose statin you can to lower your LDL bad cholesterol. You still aren't
whenever
it can be a real struggle. Now there's a different
she helped me on the sign,
get on the path to dramatically lower numbers.
we would bring water out to one another. Bring out water to one another because it was hot. It was hot as hell. One thing about Sarah is that she never liked me. She never liked seeing me do this. She'd always be, Christopher, smile. Christopher, smile. And I would eventually would eventually go from this to this. And she encouraged me to smile, and you know, whenever I was having a bad day and I just tried to, and she would always ask me, Christopher, what's wrong? And I would go, I'm fine. She goes, no, you're not. And I'm thinking, wow. Because she knows me and she knows how I act and everything, and when I'm out of and when I'm not acting like myself, she could tell it. She was a coworker. She is still my friend. And, you know, I'm going to tell you all what happened and everything. And, you know, if I'm going to share this with her. And if she wants to yell at me, she can yell at me. I don't really care. But, you know, she would encourage me to smile, and when I was having a bad day, she'd help me out, and she would encourage me, and I tried to do the same thing for her, and I think I did. I remember being so distraught one day over 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 a review that someone had posted on the In and Out page on Facebook, basically slandering me, saying that I was doing something, and I could tell it was fraudulent, but it still made me mad. And Sarah goes, "Christopher, how's your day?" I go, "Well, right now I'm pissed." She goes, "Why?" I go, "It all stems from this." And she reads it and she goes, "Go get April, please." So, I do. And she told me, "Don't let false words get you down." She was a great coworker. She was great at her job. Her work ethic was like me. When you were scheduled to show up, you showed up unless told otherwise. You know, I'll tell you right now, that not only is Sarah a great friend, we trust and appreciate one another, and that and with two friends who trust and appreciate one another. I mean, yeah, we don't really see eye to eye on everything, but who says friends do? Now, I mentioned that she was no longer a coworker. I'm going to get to that, believe me. Because, you know, I remember the first time that we hung out. We hung out on August 3rd of 2017, and, you know, we were talking about the situation that I will tell you all about. And, yeah. That's it. We were walking around talking, and we were both smiling, and I liked doing that. And plus, it was raining, and I had an extra day. I got that day off, which was a Tuesday. I remember when we came out of the mall. Well, first off, she asked me, how am I gonna get home? Which I didn't really put that much thought into it. Great. And I'm thinking, and I told her, I don't know, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. And then we get out into the parking lot, and she goes, "Christopher, where's your ride?" I go, "Fuck, I don't have one." And And she goes, Christopher, do you need a ride? I go, "Hold on." And she gave me a ride, and she didn't have to. She could have just let me straight out the mall. But it's that type of person that, it's that type of person that I respect, and I've already said that I respect her. This is hard. Then I remember August 4th. It was a Wednesday. And, you know, she would always ask me, "Hey, are you okay?" And I would always tell her, "Yeah, I'm okay," even if I wasn't. And
I know when I was pregnant, I did an entire court in one setting. Really? Yeah. I ate lots of ice cream.
And
I think probably 70 people will admit that they've done that. 70 out of 100.
And
An entire pint in one sitting, Craig.
Well, I'm not much of a sweet eater, but I have my craving every once in a while, and I have eaten a pint of ice cream before. But 70 people, I don't believe they can go that far.
why is this so hard?
It might be lower. Actual number of people who have eaten an entire pint of
Okay.
ice cream in one sitting is...
It was August 4th. It was a Wednesday, and we were both working. And I was in the bathroom, and I was texting her, and she asked me, "You are okay?" I go, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not okay, and I haven't been okay for a while."
We asked them, is $1,000 enough money to buy a house? How many first graders said $1,000 is enough money to buy a house?
If they think $1,000 all the money in the world, now, of course they're going to say it's worth a house. You know, if they say, I can buy a house, buy two houses with $1,000 back home. But,
And I go, the only reason why I tell you I'm fine when I'm not is because I don't want you to worry. And then she sent a shock emoji.
I have a 2-year-old. He's not really into money yet, but I think probably it's lower.
Then I told her that Then I told her
Is it lower than the 8? It is. Is it higher than the 7? Certainly.
that
Lower again. Yes.
Then I told her there is more if you want to hear it. And she goes, "Okay."
Here we go with another question. Jennifer, this is your...
And I go, and I'm just going to be straight up and honest. I'm not going to hide anything.
We asked them.
Her boyfriend's name is Cody.
Ask you to pick out a
I don't like him.
present for his wife.
Don't know why, I just don't like the guy. Don't even know him.
Pick out a present for their wife.
But that's besides the point. And I texted her, and I go, "First off, I don't think Cody treats you right." And I sent that. And while I'm doing that, I'm crying. I'm crying in the bathroom stall, and I'm like, and I'm thinking, did I really just say that? I mean, I don't know why I thought that. I just don't think, I just didn't think that. Well, I thought it. Then I'm crying and crying and crying and crying, and I'm thinking, there's some. And then I go, I gotta tell her. I gotta tell her. I gotta tell her. I gotta tell her. And I go, I have a crush on you. And then I go, the only reason why I didn't tell you these things is because I didn't want to ruin our friendship. I really thought our friendship was done. No joke. I really thought our friendship was done.
But paying for it can really take your breath away. After all, the cost of breathing medications can add up quickly. Studies show
And
can be easier to use.
To my surprise,
But even better, the portable nebulizer
she
may be covered by Medicare Part B and supplemental insurance. So if you have Medicaid, call
she sent me a text, and she wasn't upset or anything. She goes, Christopher, nothing's going to ruin our friendship, but I don't date coworkers. I go, I understand. Now, I mentioned that she was no longer a coworker. This is going to be hard. Well, where to start? Well, let's start at the beginning. Okay, there's this coworker of mine named April. April and this other coworker named Derek were getting married. No big deal. And Sarah, who's a nice and awesome lady, used her credit to pay for April's wedding dress. No problem. Right? Wrong. April told her, don't worry. I got this. You don't have to worry about a thing. Well,
hey, have a nice weekend. For Susanna Williams, Lacey Pepper, Gene Whitten, the whole gang, I'm Bob Eubank saying thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye, everybody.
I will admit, I was wrong to get involved in this. But, you know, Sarah was telling me, Christopher, stay out of it. This is between me and her. Stay out of it. And guess what? I didn't listen, and that's on me. Well, I was texting Sarah, and she goes, I would really like it if April would pay on her dress. And I didn't know what she was talking about. Until I understood it. In fact, this is how us hanging out at the mall came to fruition. Because I talked to April. April told me, because I go, do you want... I just go, do you want to get together and just talk about this with her? And she said she was okay with it. Well, I asked the same thing of Sarah, and she got pissed, and rightfully so. I didn't mean to get her pissed off. It's just what I was saying, what I was asking her to do, was out of the question. And I didn't understand then, and now I understand now that if I got stiffed as badly as she did, I'd be pissed off too.
On the rocks, thrills and chills, a wild goose chase. Wow. Let's see, that's wind or wine?
But,
Wine? And
so,
wine doesn't wine.
Sarah has the dress payments, and she's trying to make them. Only problem is that, at the wash, we don't really make that much, and then she found a job at Schroeder's, the packing cheese company, and she goes, and she was hopping back and forth between them. And that sounded like a good idea because she, instead of getting one paycheck, she was getting two. She, she goes, and she told me she was in a lot of pain and everything. She wasn't, then, okay, I'm skipping way ahead, but I always ask how April and every single one of my coworkers' day is, because I'm curious and I want to know. And I remember one day April telling me that she saw Sarah at 32nd. And she said, and this is what April told me. April goes that Sarah told her to quit being a bitch about it. But here's the thing, as this entire dress situation went on, I was getting two conflicting stories, because April told me that she had made a payment to David's Bridal, which was the bridal that she bought her dress from, and, well, Sarah got a hold of me one night, and she goes, "Hey, are you busy?" I go, "No, why?" I go, "No, what's up?" And she goes, I just got a call from David's Bridal, and they told me that they haven't received a payment from April since March, which ironically is the same month they were married. And then I go, April lied to me. Then there and I confronted April about this too. I go, look, now Sarah, she showed me her phone, her call logs, her text messages, and you only call her once. And then April began to backpedal. There's something definitely wrong with that. I don't like being lied to. I don't like it one bit. Because if you're just going to spin me round and round like a merry-go-round, I'll eventually find out. You know. Then I started to ask about, you know, I feel for Sarah, because another thing is that I loaned her $250, and I haven't seen it back. Well, I don't really care for it. And I was happy because I could finally help out someone. And I did. I helped her out, and I felt so good about myself. But there's okay. But I shouldn't have gotten involved. But I couldn't help it. I remember it was a Wednesday, and people were still hopping back and forth from 32nd to 7th Street. And Sarah was looking at her bank account, and she realized that she's low on pay. And I was just on break drinking water, and it was a hot day, and she goes, "I need to talk to you." It shocked me because she's never said that to me before. And so I knew something was up. And she goes, I checked my bank account. David's Bridal took like $390 something out. And I only have like $9 left, and I won't be able to give you any money this time. I go, "It's fine." It's fine. And
Hey, welcome back. This guy, right?
and this is hard.
You could save $782 when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
She was sitting right beside me. And she began to cry and put herself down. I didn't know what to think because Sarah never did that. Sarah always looked on the bright side of situations. And I immediately went into comfort mode. And I go, "I don't care when I get it back. This is the reason why I didn't set a deadline for it." And she goes, "We did have a deadline, but I have to keep on pushing it back." And I go, I asked her, I go, "You're not the one that didn't get married, and you're not the one that got married. And didn't pay for your dress. Didn't pay for your dress. That's on April." And then I realized something. And then she told me that, she was going to pay for the dress, but then she was going to sue April. And I asked her, "Would you like me to go to court?" And she goes, "Yes, I would, because you're the only one that I've told all of this to." I'm not mad at Sarah. I can never be mad at her. It's... But... Now this story takes a turn. If you were hoping for a happy ending, I'm sorry. There's nothing happy about this. She goes... I text her one day and I go, hey. And she goes, hey. And I go, how's your pain? And she goes, it's gone. Because she was in pain for about a week to 2 weeks, I think. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. And she goes, and I go, and I go, well, you can go back to packaging cheese. And she goes, no. I go, what? And she goes, they let me go because I missed a week. Then I go, and I'm thinking, okay, you still have the wash. And so I go, then that means you can just come back to the wash. And she goes, no. And then I'm thinking, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And she goes, I quit in 2 weeks, okay? Okay. Well, my immediate reaction was just, fuck! And she goes, laughing out loud, it'll be okay.
Years in the sun causing dark spots? Gold Bond Dark Spot Minimizing Cream helps bathe their look with a targeted skin tone even.
It's not okay.
81% saw improvement in the appearance of sun damage.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna break the story here for a minute and just say this. It's not okay.
Time for Gold Bond Healing Lotion. Penetrates 10 surface layers.
So now she's a single parent
Skin is nourished.
with all these bills,
Gold Bond Healing. Ultimate lotion, ultimate skin.
and I do miss her, and I do appreciate her. And,
With all those services adding up, will I still say
you know, it's hard for me to see a friend like this, but I know there's nothing I can do. It hurts. It hurts me. It hurts me that because of all this BS that happened with the dress, that I lost a friend, that I lost a good co-worker. I lost a friend. I didn't lose a friend, but I lost a co-worker. I lost a friend that would make me smile when I was upset. It doesn't get any easier for me. Every single day. Every single day. I think about the good old days. And yes, I do mention to April about Sarah, and that causes tension between me and April because I don't think April wants to hear about Sarah. But you know, fuck that. Just fuck it. I miss my friend. I miss her so fucking much. I miss working with her. I miss our talks. I miss her. And it fucking sucks that I can't do anything about this. It sucks that she quit. It sucks. It sucks. Because she was always the person that I could run to when I was having a bad day, and we would cheer each other up and everything. Now I have no one to run to. Now I just grit my teeth and go on. I just hold my tongue. Because as much as I want to and it's all because of April. It's all because of her. It's all because of that bitch. She says, Sarah told me I'll be okay. Well, I'm not okay, girl. I'm not okay. It hurts. Because everything that happened could have been prevented. She's no longer working for the Wash. In fact, she's always in Joplin, looking for a job. She doesn't want to come back to the Wash because of April. But I miss her. She made me smile. She brightened my day. I miss her. I can't do this video anymore. Okay. I can't. I'm sorry. But I just can't do this video anymore. I miss you, Sarah.